Why, hello there, fellow speedsters.
That's not my name.
Welcome back to our superhero-sized slice of the internet. I'm your host, Lee, or as I like to call myself, the Blooper Flash.
That's a dumb name.
And if you're new here, don't fret. You're right on time unless you're in the Speed Force. Then you might be early or late or... You know what? Time travel is confusing.
You were just being lazy!
Today we've put on our favorite red boots to take a super speedy trip down the cinematic streets of Central City, home to DC Comics' Scarlet Speedster himself, the Flash.
This should be fun.
Now, we all love a good superhero flick, right? The superpowers, the epic battles, the, questionable laws of physics.
Smooth. Real smooth.
But have you ever noticed that even our favorite movies have some, well, let's call them lightning-fast lapses in logic?
What am I, blind?
That's right, folks. Even a movie about a guy who can run faster than the speed of light, and yes, that's from DC Comics' Justice League, can trip over its own shoelaces from time to time. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the Flash, but sometimes the real superpower is spotting these blink-and-you'll-miss-it goofs. So stick around, grab your popcorn, and let's zip through some of the most head-scratching, laugh-inducing, and just plain fun mistakes in the movie The Flash. Ready, set, goof! So, mistake number 1 involves a high-speed car chase. Batman's in hot pursuit of a Jeep in Gotham when it sideswipes a green BMW. Suddenly, it's playing bumper cars with a red vehicle parked on the side of the road. But in the blink of a bat eye, that green BMW is now colliding with a black car. You know what I think? That BMW might just be the automotive version of the Hulk. One little tap and boom, different color.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
Goof number 2 sees our lovely Wonder Woman playing Superman, saving Batman and some baddie from taking a dip in the Gotham River. See the briefcase the bad guy's holding? It's open wider than Batman's mouth when he realized he forgot his parachute. But magic moment here, folks. Just as the baddie hits terra firma, that briefcase is now closed tighter than Aquaman's clamshells. Maybe it has a shy personality?
You complete me.
Our third blunder stays put on that very same bridge. When Wonder Woman decides to ditch her superhero landing and takes flight, we can see skid marks from a tire behind her. Yet in the next shot, the mark disappears. Either we have a bridge with impressive self-cleaning skills, or someone's been time traveling again.
Are you crying? There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball!
Mistake number 4 brings us Barry Allen, aka The Flash, chatting with his boss. Now, as we compare these two clips side by side, we see some office furniture playing musical chairs. One moment, there's a bookshelf behind the boss. Then, presto change-o, it's replaced by a coat rack and a printer. Maybe Barry's boss moonlights as a magician?
It's simple. We kill the Batman.
If it's so simple, why haven't you done it already?
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
For our next nugget of cinematic nonsense, Barry's dad is off to get some soup. Pay attention to the rag on the cutting board. It's there in one shot, but then decides to play hide-and-seek in the next. Ghostly kitchen activity or a forgetful film crew? You be the judge.
You're talking to me? Well, who the hell else are you talking? You talking to me?
Now imagine getting punched by yourself. Our 6th slip-up shows Flash rolling on the ground up against the curb. Now, while his first self may be an expert in time travel, his second self seems to have picked up teleportation, because he's suddenly yards away from the curb. Maybe it's the superhero version of social distancing?
Dear Lord, baby Jesus, or as our brothers to the south call you, Jesus.
For this mistake, both future Barrys pay a visit to Batman, played by none other than Michael Keaton. After Batman pours out the noodles onto the plate and the clip on the left, we can see he puts it down near the plate. Yet in the clip on the right, we can see that the red part is closer to the plate than the silver one is. That's not where Batman originally put the silver pot.
They stole it from us. Sneaky little hobbitses.
Mistake number 8 brings us another magic trick. The salt shaker on the table decides to spin around like a dancer. It points at one berry, then decides the other berry is more interesting. I guess even salt shakers can't decide which Flash they like more.
Do you want to play rough? Okay. Say hello to my little friend.
During a colossal battle scene, keep your eyes peeled for some extraordinary background teleportation. Smoke piles change locations, dead bodies play musical spots, and a tank suddenly decides to join the party. Maybe it was fashionably late?
Look out, Johnny, here we come! Get you! Run, Forrest, run!
Mistake number 10 features the fabulous Superwoman, but even she can't keep her background in check. Compare these two shots and let me know the differences you spot. Maybe Superwoman's got super scenery changing powers too? Next up, Barry decides to play Back to the Future. In one scene, there's a guy shopping in the background, as stationary as a store mannequin. But in the next shot, he's pulled a Houdini. Maybe he got caught in the wrong aisle when Flash time jumped? And for our final act of cinematic chicanery, Barry uses his super speed to appear out of nowhere at the courthouse. Despite a crowd of witnesses, nobody seems shocked or even surprised. Maybe they've all just come from a magic show and think Flash is the next act?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Well, folks, that's all the fun for today. Thanks for joining our joyride through the Flash movie mistakes. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, and share the laughs with your pals. I'm your host, Lee, signing off. Remember, no movie is perfect, but that's half the fun. Catch you next time, Super Spotters.